Wisdom. It's an incredibly valuable asset. Some would say more precious than gold. It's attractive, appealing, admirable. Conversely, a lack of wisdom is the basis of immaturity, blind spots, and bad decisions. Wisdom. It can be gained over time, but it can't be rushed. But wisdom can be shared. That's precisely what we are here to do right now. Today, we are here to hack wisdom, to distill it, to understand it, and to process it. Why? To get better at life. Welcome to The Main Thing. This is your new 9-minute podcast. I'm your host, Skip Linneberg, and I've set out to interview the wisest people I know. We'll see what we can learn from each one when they're faced with an incredibly difficult, soul-piercing question. Welcome back to The Main Thing podcast. I'm your host, Skip Linneberg. You may have noticed a theme this month if you're a regular listener. We're focusing on mental health. It's a great topic on its own and of special significance during this month focused on suicide awareness and prevention. As we study wisdom and the possibility of applying wisdom to help us get better at life, mental health is clearly a component of living well and living a better, more fulfilled life. Thank you to our newest patron, Emily from North Carolina. Emily, thanks for helping to keep this pipeline of wisdom flowing. If you'd like to learn about supporting our work in a monetary manner like Emily and our other patrons, you can learn all about it at patreon.com/themainthingpodcast. If you're new to our Wisdom podcast, I encourage you to head on over to themainthingpodcast.com where you can discover what we're all about and you can access all the resources we provide to help you get a little better at life. Our special guest today is Sheila Tully. Sheila is a behavior change specialist and host of the podcast, Our Modern Emotional Lives. She's worked with hundreds of smart midlife women, helping them to change in ways that have them loving their lives again. Sheila spent 25 years as a corporate executive and was CEO and co-founder of the tableware company Ella Style. Following an early retirement, Sheila pivoted to a new career in the emotional health space as a practitioner of the work that had helped her get unstuck. She now teaches a fresh approach to understanding the nature of the brain in a way that makes any change you want to make in your life not only possible, but permanent. Sheila comes to us today from her home in Nashville, Tennessee. So settle in and get ready. Over the next 9 minutes, you will discover why Sheila Tully is one of the wisest people I know. Sheila Tully, good morning. Welcome to the Main Thing podcast.
Thank you so much, Skip. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks for making some time to share your wisdom with us today.
Very, very happy to be on. Thanks so much.
Sheila, you and I, we both have a passion for helping people, helping them get unstuck, helping them to grow, to overcome. Talk to me about that. That's your focus with your podcast and your coaching. What led you to make this a focal point in your life work?
I am now teaching this work that I learned to get myself unstuck and come full circle, Skip. That's really how I came to teach this work. And it's really in the emotional health space. And it is, I focus on midlife women. And the reason that I do that is that, you know, we're living in the century of wisdom. We're living in what some people call the Sophia century, when it's that century when women finally step into their rightful role in co-equal partnership with men.
Yes.
Right. It's a Native American prophecy, actually, where the bird of humanity realizes it has been flying with one wing while the other, you know, was limp and not fully extended. And that one wing has become overly, muscular.
Yeah.
So when the other wing is finally able to strengthen and, you know, fully extend itself, the other wing relaxes and the bird of humanity can finally soar and not, you know, kind of be going in circles. So that's kind
I'm
of
all
how
for
I look
that.
at my...
I'm so ready for that as the parent of a daughter and someone who works for an amazing woman, business CMO, business leader. someone married to a fabulous woman, I'm all for that.
Yes, yes. It's so needed. We are now swimming in so much knowledge. We have knowledge. Everything anyone has ever known is now on our phones.
Mm-hmm.
But what's lacking is wisdom.
Yeah.
And
there's a quote that's, I'm sure you've seen it. It's one of my favorites, where we're drowning in knowledge, but we're starving for wisdom.
I'm surprised I haven't seen that, but of course, doesn't it? That's exactly.
We're starved
exactly
for
right.
wisdom and just flooded
That's
with knowledge and information. Yeah.
That's it. And
Yeah.
what I know, being one of these midlife women, is that we are so needed. Our children, we all love our children. They're so smart, but they have a lot of knowledge. But
Yes.
what's needed is the wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. And what I see is that there is an aspect of midlife women where we still need to go inside and find our own internal mast, to not be seeking validation and guidance outside of ourselves, but inside. And it's the work to free ourselves. And that's really what I do. Help kind of liberate women from the inside out. And you do that kind of one mind at a time.
Yeah. For you, I have to imagine that was so powerful, so freeing, so eye-opening that you had to share it with others. I'm so thrilled about what you're doing, Sheila. And especially in September 2023, here we're recording, my focus is on mental health. My prior guest, Sean Lesser, episode 97, talked about mental health and wellness for men. Here we are now having a wonderful complementary conversation about emotional health and well-being for women. It's just perfect, a perfect complement to the trajectory that this show is on this month. And of course, it's also Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. So
yes,
this just all fits together so nicely. And I'm just so delighted to have access to you and what you bring.
Well, same. Thank you so much for being a platform. We need all hands on deck, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And
no voice more important than the other.
I want to thank our common friend, Maureen Doyle, for connecting us. Maureen was my guest on episode 89, just a few short months ago. I wondered if you would just give us a little bit of a snapshot of your friendship with Maureen.
She's been a great addition to my friendship circle here in Nashville. I'm just so happy that she's here. And she's somebody that I admire Maureen a lot.
Yeah.
I admire her. She has kind of this combination of modesty and confidence. She's
yes,
a very accomplished person. She has a financial background. She worked for the airlines, and she's been
middle
this
school
intrepid
teacher,
world traveler. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy
combination of skills and life experience.
Right. I love that. There again, somebody who's kind of following what she loved, and all that travel got her, she became a Spanish speaker, and she landed a job as a Spanish teacher, and she raised these two accomplished young women. But her focus is outside of her. She's helping others, and she's very, very good at it.
Yes, she is. Thank you, Maureen.
Yes, thank you, Maureen.
Hey, listeners, we have to learn to get better at caring for ourselves. I'm no exception. In fact, last month, I began a program of self-care, mindfulness, and relaxation with Wonder and Grow. Wonder and Grow guides you through natural spaces, interweaving mindfulness, movement, and sensory awareness experiences. Your senses awaken, you're more creative, you experience the healing properties of nature. Wonder and Grow is for all ages and backgrounds. They offer monthly events, workplace wellness, and much, much more. Wonder and Grow is a community of people who share a passion for nature and a desire to live a balanced, inspired, fulfilled life. Head over to wonderandgrow.org and find out how you can join the adventure. Mindful nature experience from Wonder and Grow. Start yours at wonderandgrow.org. Sheila Tully, what's the main thing you've learned in your lifetime so far?
Skip, the main thing I've learned in my lifetime so far is the world was not designed to make us happy. It was designed to challenge us to grow closer and closer to a full expression of our true selves. And the closer we are to our true selves, the more of a blessing we are on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a powerful statement. Your main thing, Sheila, the world was not designed to make us happy. The world was designed to challenge us, to help us grow. Would you tell us more about that? Take us inside of it. And as you do, I'd like to ask you to just kind of click into when that clarified for you and what became your main thing.
Well, I think, Skip, that many of us, if we're struggling in our occupations or struggling in our lives in any way, we think if we just follow our passion, then we will be happy. But that's not actually how it works. It is important to follow your passion,
okay.
right? And now I am following my passion, and I'm challenged by it all the time. And that's how I know I'm on the right track, because it's my passion and I'm challenged. I'm very motivated to get over the obstacles, to face the fears and keep going, because it's this wish and this desire and this passion of mine. And it's pulling me like a magnet to overcome these limitations that I have about myself and what I'm capable of, that only they belong to me. And also I'm the only one who can drop them.
Yeah.
And that is the importance of the passion. It's not about following your passion to be happy. You follow your passion so that you are challenged and don't give up.
And keep growing.
Yes, and you keep growing. You keep shedding all of the things that are in the way that exist in your own mind about what it is that you think is possible for you. That's the point. Every living thing, every blade of grass, every animal, every single thing is challenged to become itself, to thrive. And we are no different. And nothing grows in comfort. We grow in the discomfort.
That's right. I think about, for example, physical training. We strain our muscles and we, actually break the muscle fibers down a bit because they grow back and rebuild and are stronger.
That's it. It's the perfect metaphor, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. So the world is not designed to make us happy. Happiness comes from within, and you touched on mastering our mind, just taking care of that one mind. It's ours. We need to learn to master it. That's one of the keys. The second part is to look at challenges, adversity, struggles as growth opportunities. Yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. Was there a particular moment or incident when this just lit up for you as wisdom?
It was like a complete aha moment where I realized, oh my gosh, I keep thinking that if I do this next job, then I'll be happy.
Yeah,
and if I do this next thing, then I'll be happy. And here I am very crystal clear that this is the job I'm supposed to be doing. It's not just an occupation, it's my purpose. And I am all kinds of things. I am sometimes happy, I'm sometimes elated, and I'm also sometimes afraid and frustrated and challenged. And I went, oh my gosh, this is it. Nothing's going wrong. Life wasn't designed to serve up happiness. Happiness is just one emotion that comes and goes. Life is actually designed to challenge us. And
Yeah.
when you step up into the challenge, that's really how you kind of stabilize happiness and joy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't stabilize in comfort. It stabilizes by going through the discomfort. That really is kind of the path.
Sheila, I want to close with this question. If someone listening has not yet embraced your main thing wisdom, they haven't yet locked onto the idea that the world was not designed to make us happy, but that the world was designed to challenge us, to help us grow, what might they be feeling? What kind of challenges might they be bumping into?
Any feelings you have that feel like inadequacy, that feel like fear, anxiety,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
know that those are universal emotions. And those feelings are not coming from outside of you. They're not descending upon you. Those are coming from what you are thinking. And that is just so good to know.
Yes.
Because if
Mm-hmm.
you are creating those feelings with how you are thinking, that means that you can indeed create something else. So often we are challenged, and so often our challenge, it feels like it's external, but it's actually our own thoughts and limiting beliefs about what's possible for us. Those thoughts are what's creating the fear. And looking at that and deciding to change your mind and think maybe it is possible that I could go to the next rung. Maybe it is possible that I could do this thing. That is the obstacle. The obstacle is actually what you are thinking that's creating the fear. And befriending that and knowing that the way that you kind of talk yourself through that is the path. It's an inside out job.
Yeah, there it is. Sheila, if someone listening wants to connect with you, maybe they want to engage with you for coaching. First of all, are you accepting new clients? And second of all, would you tell us the best way to get in touch with you?
Sure. Yes, indeed. I am accepting new clients. And the best way to find me is my website, which is SheilaTully.com, SheilaTully. You can also find my podcast on Apple, Spotify, all the places. And it's called Our Modern Emotional Lives.
Sheila, this has been such a rich and meaningful, valuable conversation. I can't thank you enough. I could go on for another hour just talking about these important, powerful, life-expanding topics that you bring to the conversation. But I think we'll leave it here for now. And gosh, Sheila, thank you so much.
Skip, thank you so much for having me on, and thank you so much for the work that you're doing. It's really important.
Sheila, so long for now.
Take care.
Wow, that goes by incredibly fast, doesn't it? Time flies when you're hacking wisdom. I hope you're left wanting more. Sync up with us again next time on The Main Thing for 9 more minutes of wisdom.